Soil loss, also known as soil erosion, is like what happens when you let water run over a pile of sand. Have you ever seen how the water washes away the sand and makes the pile smaller? That's similar to what happens with soil on the earth. Imagine a farmer's field. The soil in the field is full of nutrients that the plants need to grow. But when it rains heavily, the water can wash away the top layer of the soil. This is especially true if the field is on a slope. Just like the water washed away the sand, it can wash away the soil. This is bad for the farmer because the top layer of soil is the most fertile. It has the most nutrients for the plants. If the top layer of soil gets washed away, the plants won't grow as well. This means the farmer won't have as much food to sell. But soil loss doesn't just affect farmers. It can also lead to problems like muddy rivers, which can harm fish and other wildlife. And when the soil gets washed into the ocean, it can damage coral reefs, which are important habitats for many types of sea life. So, soil loss is a big problem that affects everyone, from farmers to fish. That's why it's important to take care of the Earth's soil. Industrial farming, also known as intensive farming, can also lead to soil loss. Let me explain this in a simple way. Imagine a big farm where only one type of crop, like corn or wheat, is grown year after year. This is called monoculture, and it's a common practice in industrial farming. Now, different plants need different nutrients from the soil to grow. If the same crop is grown all the time, it keeps taking the same nutrients from the soil, and over time, the soil becomes less fertile because those nutrients are not being replaced. Now, to make the crops grow, the farmer might use a lot of chemical fertilizers. While these fertilizers can help the plants grow, they can also make the soil less healthy over time. They can kill helpful insects and microorganisms in the soil that help to keep the soil fertile. Also, industrial farming often involves heavy machinery like tractors and harvesters. These machines can compact the soil, which means they press it down so hard that it becomes difficult for water to soak into the soil. When it rains, instead of the water soaking into the soil, it runs off the surface, carrying away the top layer of soil with it. This is another form of soil loss or erosion. So, while industrial farming can produce a lot of food quickly, it can also lead to soil loss and degradation, which can make the land less productive over time. This is why many people are advocating for more sustainable farming practices that take better care of the soil. There are several other causes of soil loss. Let's consider a few more examples. When too many animals like cows or sheep are kept on a piece of land, they can eat all the plants down to the roots. Without plants to hold the soil together, it can easily be washed or blown away. This is a big problem in many parts of the world where people rely on livestock farming. When trees are cut down to make way for farms or buildings, the roots that held the soil together are no longer there. This leaves the soil exposed and easily washed away by rain or blown away by wind. This is a major issue in many parts of the world, including the Amazon rainforest. When we build roads, houses, or other structures, we often remove the top layer of soil. This not only leads to direct loss of soil, but also leaves the remaining soil exposed to erosion. Mining activities often involve removing large amounts of soil and rock. This can lead to significant soil loss in the mining area. Additionally, the waste materials from mining can contaminate surrounding soils. Soil loss is a complex issue with many causes, and it's a problem all over the world. It's important to manage our land use carefully to prevent soil loss and keep our earth healthy. Here's a global outlook on soil loss based on the information from the article titled Global Patterns of Loss of Soil Organic Carbon Due to Land Use Changes, published in Nature. Soil organic carbon is a critical component of the global carbon cycle. It's crucial for soil fertility, water retention, and food production. Land use changes, such as deforestation and conversion of natural ecosystems into agricultural lands, have led to significant losses of soil organic carbon globally. The study estimates that land use changes have resulted in a loss of 133 pgc of soil organic carbon globally. This is equivalent to the amount of carbon emitted by the United States in about 75 years, based on 2017 emission levels. The regions with the highest soil organic carbon loss are Southeast Asia, Eastern United States, and Central Africa. These regions have experienced extensive land use changes. The study suggests that restoring degraded lands and adopting sustainable land management practices could significantly mitigate soil organic carbon loss and contribute to climate change mitigation. However, the authors also note that the estimates of soil organic carbon loss are uncertain due to the complex nature of soil processes and the lack of comprehensive soil data in many regions. It's important to note that soil loss and degradation is a serious issue that can have profound impacts on food security, biodiversity, and climate change. Therefore, it's crucial to implement sustainable land management practices to preserve our soils.